Welcome to Understand the Math. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to graph linear equations. I'll walk through lots of example problems and show you how to graph equations that are written in slope-intercept form, point-slope form, and in standard form. Let's start by graphing equations that are written in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form looks like this, and m is our slope, and then b is what we call the y-intercept. It's just the point where the line crosses the y-axis. To make things easier, I've written down 3 steps that we can follow, and we'll go through these one by one as we walk through our examples. Let's look at our first example. We're going to graph the equation y is equal to 2x plus 1. Let's start by finding the slope and the y-intercept. The slope is equal to 2, so we'll write down m as 2, and I'm going to write this as 2 over 1 because that's going to make it easier to graph this equation. And then our y-intercept is equal to 1, so we'll write down that b is equal to 1. Now we can graph our equation. Let's look up at our steps and let's look at our first step. Our first step says to plot b, the y-intercept. Our y-intercept is 1, so that means that our line is going to cross our y-axis when y is equal to 1, so we'll put a point right here. Now let's look up at our second step. Our second step says, starting at this y-intercept, we're going to mark the slope with a point. So what I mean by this is we are going to trace out our slope starting with this point. Our slope is 2 over 1, so this means that we're going to go up 2 and over 1, and that's where we're going to put our second point. Just to make it easier, let's go ahead and let's do this again so that we can draw a line through 3 points. So again, we're going to go up 2, and we're going to go over 1 and place another point. Now we can go ahead and graph our line. Our line's just going to go through all 3 of those points, and we're going to connect all of them with this line. And that's the graph of y is equal to 2x plus 1. Let's now look at our second example. On our second example, we're going to graph the equation y is equal to minus 1/3 x plus 2. Just like we did with example 1, let's start by writing down our slope. Our slope is equal to minus 1 over 3. So we'll write down m is minus 1 over 3. And then our y-intercept is equal to 2. So we'll write down b is equal to 2. Our first step is to plot our y-intercept, and that's at 2. So when y is 2, we're going to have our line cross the y-axis. And then now let's look at our slope. Our slope is minus 1 over 3. So this means we're going to go down 1, and we're going to move to the right 3. So let's do that. We're going to go down 1 and move to the right 3. And then let's put that point there. Let's go ahead and let's do that again. We're going to go down 1 and to the right 3, and it's going to have to be right on the arrow. And that's our point. Now all we have to do to graph our line is to just draw a line through these 3 points. And that's our graph. Notice that in example 1, we had a positive slope, and as we move from left to right, our line goes up. In example 2, we had a negative slope, so as we move from left to right, our line goes down. Let's now graph some equations that are written in point-slope form. Here's what point-slope form looks like. Our slope is equal to m, and then our point, x1, y1, is just going to be a point on our line. Just like I did for the previous examples, I've written down some steps that'll make things easier for us. Let's start with our first example. The first thing that we want to do is plot the point x1, y1, so we have to start by finding that point. x1 is going to be equal to 1, and y1 is going to be equal to 2, so let's write that down. So we have x1, y1, is equal to 1, 2. And then our slope is going to be equal to 3. So we'll write down m is equal to 3. We're first going to plot our point x1, y1, which is equal to 1, 2. And that point is right there. Now our second step tells us that we're going to start at that point and mark the slope with a point. That's just like we did on the previous page. Our slope in this case is equal to 3. So let's write this as 3 over 1. And that means that we are going to go up 3 and over 1. And we're going to put a point right there. Now, it would be nice if we could do another point, but as you can see, we're going to run off the grid. So here's what we can do instead. We can think of our slope m as instead of being 3 over 1, we can think of it as minus 3 over minus 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down 3 and to the left 1. Now, all we have to do is draw a line and connect our points. And that's our graph. Let's now look at our second example. You may want to pause the video and see if you can do this one on your own. It's a little bit harder than the first one. I think what makes this one harder is the x1, y1. In our equation, we have y plus 1, and I think that's what makes it hard. So I think it will be easier if we write this as y minus 1. And then we can see that our point x1, y1 is going to be 2 minus 1. Let's go ahead and let's write that down. So we have x1, y1 is equal to 2 minus 1. And then we can easily see that our slope is equal to minus 2. Our first step is going to be to graph our x1, y1 point, which is 2 minus 1. So that's going to be right there. Now we can work with our slope. Our slope is minus 2, so let's think of this as minus 2 over 1. So we're going to go down 2 and to the right 1. And then it looks like we can do that again. Let's go down 2 and to the right 1. Now all we have to do is just draw a line that passes through those points. And that's our graph. Notice again for a quick check, example 1 has a positive slope. So as we go from left to right, our line goes up. And then example 2 has a negative slope and our line goes down. Let's now graph some equations that are written in standard form. This is what standard form looks like. The easiest way to graph equations that are written in standard form is to first find the x and y intercepts. The x-intercept is just going to be the point where the line crosses the x-axis, and to find the x-intercept, we're going to set y equal to 0. The y-intercept we've seen before. That's the point where the line crosses the y-axis, and at that point, x is equal to 0. I've again written down some steps that are going to make this process a little bit easier. Let's start with our first example. We're going to graph 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Our first step is to find the x-intercept and plot it. Let's go ahead and do this. For our x-intercept, we're going to set y equal to 0. So up here, we're going to set y equal to 0, and we're going to get 3x is equal to 6, and that gives us x is equal to 2. So our x-intercept is going to be the point 2, 0. And let's take that point and let's put that on our graph. So this is the x-intercept. Now we can find the y-intercept. To find the y-intercept, what we're going to do is we're going to let x equal 0. So we have 2y is equal to 6. Dividing both sides by 2, we get y is equal to 3. So our y-intercept is going to be the point 0, 3. Let's go ahead and let's plot that. That's this point. And then now all we have to do is just draw a line through these 2 points. And that's the graph of our equation. Again, you may want to pause the video and see if you can do this next one on your own. Let's now look at example 2. We're going to graph minus 2x plus y is equal to 4. We'll first start by finding our x-intercept. We set y equal to 0, so we have minus 2x is equal to 4, and that gives us x is equal to minus 2. So our x-intercept is minus 2, 0. Let's come down here and let's plot that. Minus 2, 0 is this point right here. Now let's find the y-intercept. We're going to set x equal to 0, so we get y is equal to 4. That was really easy. And that tells us that our y-intercept is the point 0, 4. Let's add that to our graph, and that's the point right here. Now our last step is to just connect these 2 points with a line, and that's our graph. You should now feel more confident in knowing how to graph a linear equation and feel ready to try some of these problems on your own.
If this video has been helpful to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Keep believing in yourself and have a great rest of your day.